Okay. So here we've got the back of the skirt still we're working on. We're going to do the split now. So I've just brought it to the iron so we can give a good press. So we have notches there which indicate the fold, and obviously that fold goes up and lines up with your centre back stitching there. So you can just hold those together and then we're giving that a good press all the way up to the zip, and that way we've got very definite lines on the outside that we can follow. So I've just changed the foot back from the zipper foot to the regular straight sewing foot here. We've got our pressed split, and you can see here with this split, and you'll know that in skirts this area here is under a lot of pressure from walking and sitting through the day, and because it's literally just one row of stitching, and even though it's back tack here, it still is a real weak point in a garment. So, and can split, and so that's why sometimes you see this split up to here and going further. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of support at the top here. So I'm just cutting, so this is just cotton tape that we're using here. You could use matching fabric, you could use bias binding, you could use ribbon, grosgrain ribbon would be nice, but I'm just using this tape. So what we're going to do is at the top of the split, we're actually going to stitch this tape onto the seam allowance. So we're going to pull the garment at the back, at the back there, and we're just going to stitch through this one layer. And the idea is that we're going to stitch through here, and then we're going to pull it around and stitch on the other side. And because you've got those two rows of stitches there, it's and the tape going across, it means that that's a much more secure point, and it's not going to tear up the back. So just make your strip even on both sides, and make sure that the fabric is flat, that you don't have a pleat or something going across the back there. So you can feel that with your fingers. Put it in position so the bottom of the tape is at the bottom of your stitching there, your centre back stitching. And then we're literally just going to stitch that there. So I've just stitched it on. You can see it's just beside, and then it's just beside the stitch line at the back there. Okay, so for the other side, turn it around if it's easier. Again, make sure that you don't have any fabric pleated across at the back, and then we're just going to sew here. Okay, and of course, if it was in matching thread, you wouldn't be seeing it wouldn't be half as obvious as this. And then we just need to secure the ends, so we can just tuck these under, and I'm just going to stitch here, so stitch the ends of the tape. And I've already stitched that one under there, but maybe you can stitch it under more if you want to. That's probably a bit nicer if it's a little bit shorter, but that can be a design decision on your part. Okay, so we've supported the top of our split there. That's nice and strong now. And what we're going to do, because we've decided we're not going to have a row of stitching holding these edges back, so just to make it a little bit nicer in case it does flap around a bit, we're just going to turn the overlocking under here. And so we just turn the overlocking under, and then we're going to pin stitch along the fold. So literally just folding it under like that, and getting the fold on the inside of the foot there. So you can see right next to the edge there, and it's such an easy way of making it look so much nicer. I mean, it would have looked nicer if we had matching overlocking as well, but it's even better than that. Okay, so that's the inside there. So the inside looks like that now. And again, yeah, this does move around a little bit, but the option is to stitch it down, and you would actually stitch up here and then down on this side here to secure those back. But it depends on the design of the garment.